Need to change the terms of your restraining order? Here's how to request a modification. So you've been served with a restraining order. That restraining order went to court and it was granted. And some time has passed and you're saying, Mr. Ritchie, I need a modification. I can't just go on with my life. Now, what could possibly be reasons for a modification? Well, a lot of times people come to me with modification requests when the person that has the restraining order against them is a family member or someone they share children in common with. A typical situation is former spouse files a restraining order against you and it's granted, and you're not to have any communication with that spouse, but you guys still have to raise children together. You're going to have to talk to the other person about schooling, medical things, pick up and drop off. There's a lot of things that go into having children, which is going to make it very, very hard to live a normal life if you can't speak with the mother or father of your child. I need something in front of the judge to allow me to have limited communication with the other party just for the purposes of raising my children. Other situations might be there's a change in circumstances. A year has gone by and the person that filed the restraining order has had a change of heart. They want to get back in contact with you. They want to rekindle a relationship. They want to have contact with their mother or father again. There's a plethora of things where it could change over time. But these restraining orders have a time limit. Typically they're 2 years. So if there's any sort of change that happens within 2 years, it has to be agreed to by the judge. So to ask for a modification, it's very important that you have an attorney, because an attorney is going to know what to file and how to word these filings with the court to have the best possibility to get the modification that you want. Ultimately, it does require the permission of the person that asked for the restraining order. So if you're asking for a modification to have some limited contact, for example, purposes of child rearing, then the court might set a hearing if the other party doesn't also ask the court for a modification. And at that point, you can make your arguments to the judge of why you need this modification, and the other side can explain to the judge why they think this modification shouldn't go into effect. Now, if the other party is also agreeing to the modification, that makes our lives a lot easier. We can file an agreed entry and try to keep it out of court saying, hey, look, we've come to an agreement. This party would like to have contact for this reason and this reason alone, and we've come to what's called an agreed entry. The big thing is to ask for a modification, it has to go through the court. It doesn't matter that if you and the party that filed the restraining order go behind the scenes and kind of make up, it's still going to be a restraining order. And even if that other person doesn't want you to get in trouble, if there's proof that you violated a restraining order, even if that person's knocking on your door, then you can go to jail and be charged with invasion of privacy. It's a Class A misdemeanor in Indiana. It carries a maximum penalty of 1 year in jail. So again, in order to get a modification, you must go through the courts, but this is something we can absolutely help you out with. If you're facing a restraining order, if you have a restraining order that's been granted and you need it to be modified, please give us the Marc Lopez Law Firm a phone call, 317-632-3642, and always remember, plead the fifth.